Welcome back to the Director's Garage, same as it ever was. I'm your host and resident idiot, Michael, and today we're unleashing a new flagship. I have two contenders for the next dream team in-house. Both are headphones you suggested. So, if you hate this episode, blame yourselves.
Oh, man!
Seriously, I do read all of your comments, and I appreciate the discussions here. If you like what's going on, consider subscribing to the Director's Garage, because the channel only grows with your support. And it gives your skin a healthy glow.
Boy, that sure sounds good.
So stupid. Now, today's What's in the Box comes to us from... Yeah, me. I laid down some cold hard cash for this one. Now, hang on. I've owned flagships from this manufacturer in the past, and I'm pretty excited to check this one out. So, what do you say we get to some cut? He takes off her dress. Let me go, because I just can't look. It's killing me. They're taking control. Got that one? That's Mr. Brightside by The Killers. The Killers, yeah, off their album Hot Fuss. Now that one goes back to 2003. Getting old, folks. Okay, I think we're ready to take a look. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It is the, can you see it? It's the HD820. Yes, it's the HD820 from Sennheiser. Yes, the HD820 from Sennheiser. Folks, I am a huge Sennheiser fan. Now, my love affair with Sennheiser goes back to the HD650. It's one of the best over-ear values in the market, and it was really my first real hi-fi headphone I bought back in the day. Now, I took the leap when they came out, and I bought the HD800 because I like the HD650 so much, and the HD800 was really the first flagship class high-end headphone. That and the LCD2 were the best you could buy back in 2009. And it took enthusiasts by storm. And I'm going to open it up here, and oh, we got a box. Okay, let's put a finger in all that hyperbole I was doing. We've got a box here, folks. I've never seen a wooden box on the Sennheisers before, and I'm not sure how this opens. Oh, it just clicks open like this, okay? My HD800 didn't have this fanciness, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay, we've got ourselves, a very nice cable. A very nice two pairs of cables, including a 4-pin. There's a 4-pin, see that? 4-pin. And then a standard headphone jack. Well, this is just lovely, because it's going to work out very well for what I'm going to use. And, a little memory card. And then we've got the prize right here. Oh, let's look at these. Okay. Now, guys, this is really an iconic design. This is a design that was inspired by Star Wars, I think. And to see these now, and with the iconic design, but it's covered in glass, it's almost like it's a window into the soul of a Sennheiser. The best thing about the HD800 was that it was one of the first consumer headphones that could produce a three-dimensional soundstage. And it was the reason that I bought my very first Audio WA5LE. The HD800 was also sold at a landmark price. Everyone thought $1,600 was absurd. Little did they know, the price point would be considered a bargain for a flagship today. So why the HD820? Well, first, I saw these on the floor at Can Jam, and let's be honest, these are quite striking. And putting them on, I mean, they cut a lot of sound out. I'm actually surprised. So I was on my way to check out the Meze Elite, but there was a line for these, and I didn't want to wait for it. It was like 2 or 3 deep. I just didn't want to take the time. So I've regretted that decision since coming back from CanJam. I really did want to hear these, and I've been looking for a good closeback. The Stellia fell, as you know, short of what I'm looking for, and these came up for the right price. These were also suggested by several of the channel's viewers who watched the $50,000 Mega Shootout. They thought this headphone should have been included, and I don't necessarily disagree. I just have limited Director's Garage funds to spend. I can only keep so much inventory around here, you know? And if that weren't reason enough, yeah, I'm a big dumb guy who does big dumb things. You know this by now?
Have mercy.
So a $2,000 flagship from a world-class brand featuring a 56mm ring driver and 26 dBs of passive noise cancellation? Yes, please. These are among the prettiest headphones I think ever made. They're just stunning. And from what I remember, they're also among the most comfortable on the market. And these aren't quite as comfortable as the HD800, but they're right up there. And I'm never one to discount comfort as a selling point. Because if I'm going to spend hours with something on my head, it better not feel like ear rape. Okay, we've got these things locked and loaded, and I think it's time we head into a little Director's Garage sound impression. What do you say? I'm going to start out with some Bill Evans Trio, Sunday at the Village Vanguard. This is Solar. It's a very slow piano track. Going to ease into this and take advantage of all this quiet around me. Okay, getting a lot of sensations at once here. There's good bass down low. I can hear the bass is really filling in. The piano on the left side is very clean. It's got a nice top end to it. And then there's a riding cymbal over on the left side. So the top end on these seems really well sorted. What I can't tell initially here is if the bottom end is full or if the bottom end is a little loose. Nobody likes a loose bottom end. I'm so sorry. It seems like it could be a little bloated, so I'm going to go to something that's a little more direct on bass. Let's go to some Grateful Dead. American Beauty, one of my favorites. And let's check out Sugar Magnolia. Third track. Ooh. There's a lot happening down low on these. Boy, these run deep into the sub bass. I can feel it. You know, these have a lot in common with the HD800. And I noticed this on the Bill Evans also. Nothing's locked into its location. It's a little more vague. This is definitely a more sound stagey effect. But I'm really enjoying this. There's nothing here that's offensive out of the gate. It's very musical set here. Okay, I'm going to go to some Fleetwood Mac, and I'm going to check out, this is Rhiannon off of their 1975 album. This has got a really nice bass on it. I just don't know, it doesn't sound like it's an exacting bass. These don't sound bright at all. They sound like they've got a nice sparkle layer on the top of everything. And I'm going on to World Turning. It's a little bit tougher headphone to classify. And I think there's a vagueness going on to the image. And this is very typical of what the other HD headphones I've heard do. It's not a criticism, it's just you got to get used to it. There's a clean thing going on that is really pleasing to hear. Normally, Lindsey Buckingham, you can get his voice to shout at you. And you got Christine McVie with doing the harmony with Lindsey. And It's just blending wonderfully. It's nice. And there are effects going on. You know, I've got two different picking guitars, and they're out here at the sides. And there's refractions working back and forth. And then you've got another electric guitar, electrified acoustic in the middle. And there's a bass kick on these. There's no question. Like when the bass drum just hit with Mick, and it's thunderous. It's very nice, but not overpowering. It's like Slam without being overpowering. Super enjoying this experience right now. I'm gonna go to Crime of the Century. I'm gonna take a listen to Bloody Well Right real quick. Boy, this is a great track for this headphone. It's lots of dynamics. This is a great dynamic headphone. That's really maybe the lead here, and I'm burying it. The dynamics on this headphone are stellar. And the treble. There's nothing bright about these, and they sound clean up top. It's like, it's a beautiful treble. Not a heck of a lot to pick apart here. This is a very solid headphone. All right, jazz vocal, Diana Krall. Let's go to, oh, I love Glad Ragdoll. Let's go to that. This is a headphone that really is pleasing to me playing louder. Wow. Spectacular. I'm gonna jump albums, go to an orchestral one. This is The Look of Love and Besame Mucho. Woo! An orchestral number with finger-picking Latin guitar. Okay, the bass does have a little bit of bloat in it. It's got good impact, though. Okay. All right, we're good here. I'm going to stop. This because this is wonderful, and I think I've got a good handle on what we've got here, and what we have here is one hell of a headphone. And what I would say is this is a little more on the vague side headphone. I still get a decent image out of them. It's just not very precise. I could hear stuff happening all over, and there's like depth and stuff. The sound stage is really fantastic on this. It's a very enjoyable headphone. And I definitely want to get to a sound check with this. There's a lot in common with the GH50 that we just heard, except it's more refined. Everything about this headphone is more refined. Little creakiness to the headphone, not the end of the world, but just something I noted when I'm sitting here right now. But look, squirrel. I think that this is a headphone that I can keep around for a while, especially given the price. I really got a great deal on these. And I think that it's a headphone that is rewarding and will solve my need for a closed back that's comfortable and quiet. Because they really do a great job at passive cancellation. They're super comfortable. There's a lot about this headphone to like. I'm not sorry about this purchase at all. I want to get deeper into them and spend some time listening to them. What I've heard out of the gate is pleasing. I want to thank you guys for stopping by today. It's always great to spend some time together. Coming up, we're looking at the Prestige K10S. That's a custom Noble IEM made just for the Director's Garage by the wizard, Dr. John Moulton himself. Every few days, I go into this app that we've been using to chat, and he's always got something interesting in there to say. He's become a good friend, and I'm going to combine that with a new What's in the Box from Noble. This is something I purchased that I just kind of wanted to hear. It wasn't quite here yet, though, so I didn't want to do it until I could put the whole episode together, so I moved up this unboxing to today. I have another flagship, though, a salvo fired right at the Dream Team. Waiting. It's in a box right to my side here, so I can't wait. You don't know how difficult it is for me not to rip it open right now. We have new IEMs from Linsol, and a blind what's in the box from Audio 46. There is so much to get to. Now, if you enjoyed today's unboxing of the HD820, give the episode a thumbs up, or do the other thing if you'd rather see me crushed by falling rocks. I can't say I blame you either way, but I will see you before you know it.